football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Denver Broncos. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First carry for Josh Jacobs. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Mayfield looks to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They go play action. Mayfield. Wide open, Amari Cooper. Touchdown! Amari Cooper. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Locke. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach. Let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're going louder that he shouldn't be around next year.
They've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. For Drew Lock coming out of Missouri, the one thing that scouts they loved was his arm strength, and we see why there. He's got the first down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Lock now on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Lurk. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Raiders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way. Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
2nd and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Being chased out left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to get the football back at their own 17.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lurk. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Poyer. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just past the 35. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. they go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
He's got one touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for the Raiders.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Mayfield off the play fake. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And again, it's Mayfield. Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. And the Broncos are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back in the back 7, phenomenal.
After the turnover, here's Locke. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. You know, you're following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're...
And all the way home for a Broncos score. KJ Hamler, 85 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives. And you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept the pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lurk. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Lurk off a play action. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. He's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Broncos 14, Raiders 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Your catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Run. Bring it, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Guys, game situation. Let's go. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime. halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Lurk's throw into the hands of Fant. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Play action. Now it's Lurk. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To throw it is Lurk. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Touchdown, Broncos. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Broncos 21, Raiders 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
One play at a time.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. A giant hole up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Raiders 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raiders Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play there for the Raiders. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now Mayfield. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Mayfield. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And the Broncos are going to get the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
So 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Locke. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. On play action, Locke. No escape for Locke, and he'll go down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. The Broncos send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight?
Mayfield down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. It got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he gets it up to the 46. It's a big play there for Vegas. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. It's a big play there for Vegas. To throw, Mayfield. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 2nd and goal, Mayfield buying time to his left. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the 1st down sack. Block. This is Hamler on the receiving end.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Now Locke. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Hands it off out of the gun. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Lurk working out of the gun. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Lurk throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Raiders are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Following the interception, Mayfield. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 24-yard line.
Play fake. Mayfield. And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Max Crosby. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They look to throw. It's Lurk. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Lurk. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Fielded just inside the 30. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They go play action. Mayfield. Here's Johnson with a reception. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mayfield off the play fake. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now a play fake, and here's Lurk. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
From the 41, Lurk. And the Raiders have got him. O'Shane Zimenez. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.